In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this cool water displacement effect and some tips on how to make it smooth, and also a more advanced example for when there's motion in the camera as well, and how to track and attach your objects to that. So why don't we begin with the easy example where we just have a clip of some water in a pool. This is just a top-down shot and the camera is not moving. That's the important part. So basically the only thing that's moving is the waves inside of the frame. The first thing we're going to want to do is either add our text or shape or logo that we want to use. So I'll just use the After Effects logo for example. It's a bit large here, so I'll drop down the transform properties of that layer and I'll scale it down a bit just so we can see a little bit better what's going on. And the first thing we're going to want to do is add a displacement map onto this logo layer. So in the effects and presets panel, we can search for displacement map. That's in the distort video effects folder. And I'll click and drag that onto the logo layer. So first we have to choose the displacement map layer, and we actually are going to create our own layer for this. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate the original video clip layer. That's this pool layer. I'll press Command C, Command V. So we have another copy of that. And what I'll do is go to Gaussian Blur in the effects panel. I'll just search for that and I'll add that onto this copied layer that we have. And then I'll increase the blurriness a good amount. It depends how large the texture and the contrast of your clip is, but I'll start with around 20 to 30. It might be different for your example. So we've kind of blurred out the edges and contrast a bit. This is going to help us and I'll show you how. Now I'll bring our logo back to visibility. I'll highlight it, and on the displacement map layer, now we'll choose that layer 2, whatever we named it if we want to distinguish it, but this is the blurred layer. Now, we do have to make sure that we're using effects and masks here, not just source. So telling After Effects to also take into consideration that Gaussian blur that we added. And then for the horizontal and vertical displacement channels, we'll use something like luminance. I suppose you could try blue or luminance or lightness. In this case, we just want After Effects to recognize the contrast between those waves. And we can increase the displacement amount from 5 all the way to however much we need for our clip. Now, just to show you all the steps that we took, what the result was, let's just say I didn't Gaussian blur. We get this problem where we get this really sharp sort of displacement that doesn't exactly give us that water wavy look that we want. And so doing that Gaussian blur on the layer allows us to get a smoother displacement, and we can go to that layer and we can increase or decrease the blur amount to get a smoother or sharper look. And then once we're done with that, we can just hide it. So we can hide that layer, and the displacement map is still using that layer for information. It's just not visible in our overall composition. So if I press play on that, we get this more gentle wave. It's still a bit fast because there's a lot of changes going on quickly, but it's a lot smoother looking than if we didn't have the Gaussian blur. And another thing you can do then from this point is right click on your layer, go to blending mode, and maybe try out some different ones like hard light or overlay, or maybe even drop down the transform menu, and in the opacity you can lower the opacity a bit. Or if you don't see the mode here in the layer panel, you can always right click columns and add the mode, so you can quickly change it like this instead of always right clicking. But you have a few different choices for how to blend. So this is just normal at a bit lower opacity, and it looks pretty cool. It sort of looks like it's maybe at the bottom of the pool or in the pool somewhere. But this could be cool for a title screen, music video, whatever project you're working on. Now, let's say we're working on a composition where we don't just have a static pool. There's some camera motion involved. In this case, we can do basically the same thing with a few adjustments in mind. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go to our tracker panel on the right-hand side. And if you don't see any of these windows ever, you can always go to Window, make sure you have one of them turned on, and we're going to hit Track Camera. That's going to go through all the frames of this, and it's going to create tracking points for us to use. So do be patient. This might take long. I do recommend not working with a clip that's too long, or it might vary. If your clip has a crazy amount of motion. There's cases where it might not work easily. But for this case, you could see it has 254 frames to go through, and my computer will just analyze it frame by frame. So we'll catch up when it's done. So once it finishes, then you'll see the next step is solving camera. So it's just solving for the track points. That step can take some time as well. It doesn't have a progress bar, but give it some time. And if your computer is capable, then you should end up seeing these track points occur. So if you don't see them, make sure render track points is checked on. If you're having a hard time, if they're a little small, you can always increase the target size or the track point size. And also, if you can't seem to get them to do anything, make sure under the view menu, show layer controls is checked on. So now we have our ability to hover over them and see the different options. And also remember, there's a difference between just clicking on a point and clicking on a sort of triangulation between 3 points. So this is looking at this surface or plane. This is looking just at this point. So actually going inside the pool is kind of difficult because all these different reflections of light, these bright points and dark points, it's kind of hard for After Effects to get an idea of where the surface of this liquid is. However, right here at the edge of the pool, we can clearly track onto this flat circular point, and it's close enough that it'll work. So this looks like a good spot for my clip. And if I right click and create a solid and camera, that'll create a new solid layer that is tracked to that point. And we're simply just going to replace that layer with our logo. So I'll right click on that track solid and I'll pre-compose that layer so that we can add some things to it. So that's going to create its own pre-composition. I can double click on that to open it up. And you see here, I just have all my compositions open. So all we have so far is just that solid within it. But in my project media panel, I have dragged in that After Effects PNG logo, and I can drag that on a layer above my track solid. And I can simply delete the track solid so that it's transparent. So that looks like a good size too as well. And I can go back to my composition, and now we have the After Effects logo or whatever we wanted in there instead, and it's fully tracked onto the pool. So if I wanted to put it within the pool, I can just move it over really. I can increase the scale, all those options you have within the transform menu if you want to rotate it a bit or put it a little bit into place. And then we can do the same steps that we did before with the displacement map effect right onto this layer, actually onto this whole pre-composition in fact, and using more like luminance and using the pool video clip. But remember, it might be a little rough. So if it is like that, then let's create a new copy of that. And if you ever press return while you highlight that layer, you can rename it. So I can rename this just so I know to be the map layer. And I can go to the effects panel, search for Gaussian Blur, make sure I spell it right. Named after the mathematician, Carl Gauss. That's where the name comes from, if you didn't learn anything else in this video. And I'll add that onto the map layer, and I will increase the blurriness amount, and I'll hide that layer and use that as my displacement map layer instead. Make sure effects and masks is taken into consideration. And now if I just go back to my composition window, remember, a lot of times in After Effects, if you're troubleshooting or you don't know what's going on, just make sure you're in the right window. So this is double clicked onto the layer window. I can close it. We're back to our composition window. If you ever get confused, you can go to the window menu and go to workspace, reset to default saved layout. And I can just go to my composition, and now I have what I wanted. This is what that looks like, tracked with some liquid displacement as well. And also I can put it on a blending mode just like last time. So maybe hard light, or maybe just lower the opacity a bit. Also, if you want to turn those track points off after you're done using them, you can uncheck render track points so that you won't see them in your final results. But here we have our final result, a motion tracked version of this. You can do a logo, or image, or shape, or you could just do a text file. So it's a little bit more advanced of an example. If you like, I have more examples on camera tracking and attaching objects to things in After Effects on my channel, but that's 2 ideas on creating this water displacement in After Effects. My name is Justin Odisho. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to stay tuned for all my future videos and check out hundreds of more in the playlist on my channel. Thank you so much for watching.